With diverse flora and fauna, magnificent natural landscapes, and an ecological biosphere that supports life, this wondrous planet is our earthly home. From our animal co-inhabitants to the lush rainforests and life-giving soil, we cherish all these gifts from the Creator. It is a common theme in the world's major faiths that during our temporary stay here, we should be good stewards of Mother Earth. Throughout the years, Supreme Master Ching Hai has shared the message of leading a balanced life while following a spiritual path. Not only must we nourish our spirits, but we share the responsibility to care for nature and our fellow beings. In light of recent scientific evidence stressing the grave state of our planet caused by climate change, Supreme Master Ching Hai affirms the important message she has noted for over the past 2 decades. We must be vegetarian, meaning an animal-free diet, and practice sustainable living. A NASA study in 2001 confirmed that a huge amount of frozen methane gas released from beneath the ocean floor had heated up the Earth by up to 13 degrees Fahrenheit and triggered the disastrous impact of global warming 55 million years ago. According to scientific studies, atmospheric methane has more than doubled in the last 200 years and continues to rise. 10 years of methane is a blip, but hundreds of years of atmospheric methane is enough to warm up the atmosphere, melt the ice in the oceans, and change the whole climate system, said Gavin Schmidt, researcher and lead author of study at NASA's Goddard Institute for Space Studies in New York, USA. The flatulence of livestock has been proven to be a major contributor of methane released in the air, a greenhouse gas that is 72 times more potent than carbon dioxide over a 20-year span. Scientific studies have also indicated that the gas and manure from livestock also produces nitrous oxide, a greenhouse gas that is 310 times more potent than carbon dioxide. According to the United States Occupational Safety and Health Hazard Administration, or OSHA, prolonged exposure at different levels of concentration causes bone marrow depression, granulocytopenia, a blood disorder, numbness, and so on. Another gas implicated in several mass extinctions in the Earth's history is hydrogen sulfide. This colorless and highly toxic gas deadens our sense of smell, and at higher concentration causes blindness and eventual death. Known as sewer gas, hydrogen sulfide is a byproduct of decomposing organic matter, especially human and animal waste. According to the Sierra Club's Clean Water and Factory Farm Reports and Fact Sheets, the raising of livestock produces 500 million tons of manure a year, the improper storage of which often results in leaks, spills, and runoffs that pollute rivers and oceans. Chemical fertilizer and nitrogen-rich manure runoffs of livestock eventually cause dead zones in oceans all over the world. The hypoxic or low oxygen conditions of these dead zones lead to the formation of hydrogen sulfide. Furthermore, low oxygen manure pits, a feature of confined animal feeding operations on factory farms, are also prime environments for the production of this foul-smelling and toxic gas. According to paleontologist Peter Ward, hydrogen sulfide in the oceans and atmosphere turned the sky green and choked off oxygen for plants, animals, and marine life. He further warned that global warming caused by human activities could reproduce the same hydrogen sulfide that killed more than 90% of life during the Permian period. Today we present to you excerpts from Supreme Master Ching Hai's discussion on climate change, with our association members and members of the media titled, Poisonous Gas in the Oceans and the Atmosphere.
And you look all that and you see already, because the methane gas and hydrogen sulfide are resulted from animal rising. And that produce a lot of toxic gas into the air, and it warm the atmosphere, and then the atmosphere melt the ice, and the ocean will be warm, and then more methane and other toxin will be released from the bottom of the ocean and permafrost and all that, and then it will be like a devil's circle. And we even might die from gas, not to talk about global warming yet. And right now, there's so much methane already released into the atmosphere, and many people have more mental illness or other physical suffering, according to scientists' research. I hope we stop it quick.
Vegetarianism and religions.
The Baha'i faith. Regarding the eating of animal flesh and abstinence therefrom, know thou of a certainty that in the beginning of creation God determined the food of every living being, and to eat contrary to that determination is not approved. Selections from the Baha'i writings of some aspects of health and healing. Buddhism. All meats eaten by living beings are of their own relatives. Lankavatara Sutra.
Cao Dai, the most important thing is to stop killing, because animals also have souls and understand like humans. If we kill and eat them, then we owe them a blood debt. Teachings of the Saints.
Christianity. Meats for the belly, and the belly for meats, but God shall destroy both it and them. Holy Bible.
And while the flesh was yet between their teeth, ere it was chewed, the wrath of the Lord was kindled against the people, and the Lord smote the people with a very great plague. Holy Bible.
Confucianism. All men have a mind which cannot bear to see the sufferings of others. The superior man, having seen the animals alive, cannot bear to see them die. Having heard their dying cries, he cannot bear to eat their flesh. Mencius. Essenes. I am come to end the sacrifices and feasts of blood, and if ye cease not offering and eating of flesh and blood, the wrath of God shall not cease from you. Gospel of the Holy 12.
Hinduism.
Since you cannot bring killed animals back to life, you are responsible for killing them. Therefore you are going to hell. There is no way for your deliverance. Adilila.
He who desires to augment his own flesh by eating the flesh of other creatures lives in misery in whatever species he may take his birth. Mahabharata anew.
Islam. Allah will not give mercy to anyone except those who give mercy to other creatures. Hadith.
Do not allow your stomachs to become graveyards of animals. Hadith.
Jainism. A true monk should not accept such food and drink as has been especially prepared for him involving the slaughter of living beings. Sutra Kritanga.
Judaism. And whatsoever man there be of the house of Israel, or of the strangers that sojourn among you, that eateth any manner of blood, I will even set my face against that soul that eateth blood, and will cut him off from among his people. Holy Bible. Blood meaning flesh.
Sikhism. Those mortals who consume marijuana, flesh and wine, no matter what pilgrimages, fasts and rituals they follow, they will all go to hell. Guru Granth Sahib.
Taoism. Do not go into the mountain to catch birds and nets, nor to the water to poison fishes and minnows. Do not butcher the ox that plows your field, tract of the quiet way.
Tibetan Buddhism. The offering to the deities of meat obtained by killing animate beings is like offering a